I'm a real big fan of this song. I go hard on this song. I'm just posting on social media. Don't mind me. It's making sure everything is working. I also have an Instagram, but I guess I don't need to really do anything there. I also guess I could do stuff over on YouTube, but I'm also not going to do that. Okay, let's throw this right there. Alright, welcome back everybody to some Hustle Cat. Last time we left off, I don't know what to tell you. Things happen. We got a job at a cafe, so yay us. We're Avery, who the fuck knows what her last name is. It's our first job. We get there, we meet Graves is cool. We meet the whole crew. Landry, Finley, Reese, Mason, who is Bay, what's his name? Hanley? The shy little Siamese. I'm forgetting somebody, I think. Maybe not, but we met all of them. I still don't know what the point of this game is, but I'm excited to find out, so here we go. Let's continue. Also, shout out to Sonic Blade, who followed the channel last time. Well, which one is later? This one is later. Let's do that one. Okay. Oh, and we found out that there's a curse on the cafe that turns the people who work there into cats, and everybody at the cat cafe is a cat. And we came home and we talked to Mochi, and Mochi is our cat. Mochi, we could understand him until we couldn't. So we were like, and we're living in our Aunt Wendy's home at the moment. This sport bag is ours, apparently. I wake up early enough, I surprise myself. This is gross. Who does this? At least I slept fairly well, all considered. My cheek hurts, kind of like I'm getting one of those real powerful zits. Just when I have a job, when I see people all day. What perfect timing. I kick my legs free of the big blankets and roll off the side of the bed with my usual grace. God, this feels gross. I don't have any acne stuff with me here, but maybe Aunt Wendy has something I can put on it? I trundle over, trundle? Is that a word? Trundle over to the vanity to assess the damage. That's not a zit. That's a whisker. There's a whisker growing out of my face. That's my surprised look. Okay, black screen. Are we gonna go into a montage? Nope. It won't come out. I thought at first maybe it was Mochi's and they got stuck there, but nope. Nope, it's growing out of my face. I tried to pluck it. There was probably one of the worst ideas I've ever had. Now I know just how sensitive cat whiskers are. Is this how the curse starts? I've been pacing around for too long. I gotta go to work, but how am I supposed to leave the house like this? What if somebody sees me? I guess I could try to cover it with something. I dig around a bit and find some dust masks under the sink. Maybe that'll do the trick? I can pretend I have a cold or something. Or not, because trying to put it on feels really awkward against my face. I'm at a loss here. I'd call one of the staffers, but I didn't get their numbers yesterday. I guess it'd be hard to use a cell phone as a cat anyway. I'll just have to go to the cafe and hope someone's there to ask. I didn't run to anybody on my way to the cafe yesterday, but knowing my luck, there'll be a whole crowd or something. I keep my head down and walk quickly. Jeez, my face itches. I hope another one isn't coming in. The thought is enough to make me pick up my pace. Again, kids, this is why you read what you're signing. Not just sign all willy-nilly. Because then, suddenly, there's a curse and you're turning into a cat. And I bet you that was like line number 2 of your contract you just, signed. The thought is enough to make me pick up my pace. Running to work is going to be a theme for me. Maybe it'll keep me in shape. I just hope I can keep my human shape too. Why are there so many people milling around in front of the cafe today? This is exactly what I was dreading. It's like they showed up specifically to look at the magical mutating cat person. As I approach the cafe, the whisker falls off like a dead leaf or something. Look at it just flutter to the floor. I lean down to pick it up. Oh, fuck. Which one is the log? This one. I leaned down to pick it up. If I hadn't seen it happen, I would have thought it fell off one of the cats. This is stupid. This is so stupid. My eyes start to sting. I can't tell if I should be mad or crying or both. This is just really, really stupid and I don't want to deal with it. Oh, now we're getting this angle. I love this angle. I bet you this is Finley. I bet you this is... Who would this be? Mason? Maybe. I feel like Mason would be one of the fluffier ones, but it could be Mason. I kick the door open with my foot, but it's actually pretty heavy, so I just sort of nudges it open. Where the hell is Graves? Looks like most of them are already here. They're already setting the table for breakfast like this is just a regular normal day where nobody grows cat whiskers. Oh, Avery. I don't think he's in yet. What's the matter? This is the matter. This whole dumb situation. He probably can't see the whisker I'm waving around, but I don't care. He knows what I'm talking about. Oh, is that yours? What kind of cat are you? It's not any kind of cat. I'm a people. I can't believe this. Oh, come on, Avery. You should have known this was gonna happen. How the hell was I supposed to know? Because you've read the fucking contract, Avery. Sounds like somebody didn't read their contract. The safe areas and other tips are mentioned in the welcome pamphlet. What contract? You signed some paperwork when you started, right? Yeah? Well? How can you be so chill about this? We work for an evil dungeon lord who's turning us all into cats. I don't think they're called dungeon lords. Avery, none of us are happy about it either. We're doing what we can. There's gotta be more you could be doing. Where's Graves? He may be upstairs, but I don't know. I remember hearing Graves going up some creaky steps yesterday. Maybe that's his office or something? Whatever it is, that room's gonna be missing a door after I kick it off its hinges. I storm towards the back of the cafe. The steps must be back here somewhere. Oh, it's Mason. Mason, why are you wearing your jacket? Please take that jacket off. Hayes. His name is Hayes. Hayes and Mason are in the kitchen. Hayes is gawking and even Mason's got an eye on me. I can't remember what Hayes' voice. Avery, where are you going? I've had enough of this. I've got to give him a piece of my mind. What? This curse crap. The others trail me to the kitchen. What am I, the cat herder? Avery, chill out. We aren't all mad about it. Most of us signed up for it on purpose. It's done something good for some of us. Well, I'm mad about it. I'm mad as hell. Turning into a cat won't do jack for me. I know you're mad, but it's not Graves' fault. He does a lot to help us. We owe him. I don't owe him a damn thing. Seriously, Avery, shouting at our boss isn't gonna change anything. There's nothing we can do about it right now. Let's just sit down and talk about it. You know, I'm really feeling the belligerent vibe. Like, I'm really enjoying being belligerent, but we're playing Avery as I would play me, and I wouldn't be as pissy as she is. Avery's a she. I guess I see what you mean. Now, come on, don't be a salty caramel latte. Finley puts her arm around my shoulder. I try shrinking it away, but she just redoubles her efforts. I've never had someone be so forceful about comforting me. You like donuts, right? How about jelly donuts? What does that have to do with anything? I think it's time to show you that this cat curse isn't all bad. She gives me a quick wink and a punch on the shoulder. Go sit down at the table. I'll be out to show you in a sec. This is still so stupid. The frustration festers in the pit of my stomach, and now I don't even have anywhere to put it. I feel another hand slap me gently between the shoulder blades. What is it with these people? This time it's... Oh, thank you, Mason. I didn't eat yet, right? No! I've been freaking out about this all morning. How am I supposed to eat? She doesn't lift her hand. I can feel it like a weight on my back. Stop sulking and sit down. Eat. Is that a comfort or a threat? Good food calms you down. She gives me a firm but gentle push towards the dining area. It's like being scooted forward by a steel pillar. Yes, bitch. I guess I might as well go sit down. I return to the front of the cafe and flop down into the chair at the head of the table. I guess these are the cats that aren't anybody. Unless this Calico is somebody. If this Calico is somebody, I bet you it's Mason. I return to the front of the cafe and flop into the chair at the head of the table. Man, this music is hella loud. Let's move it to about there. After all that following everybody was doing before, nobody's bothered to come back out yet. Maybe they think I could use the space to cool off? It feels a little like I'm in timeout. First out of the... Oh, hi Hayes. Out of the kitchen is Hayes, of all people. He tiptoes up and delicately sets a small teacup in front of me. It's chamomile and lavender tea. It can help with stress. I drink it sometimes when I'm overwhelmed too. Hayes flinches a bit when I look up at him. I pick up the teacup and hold it to my face. It smells lovely, at least. He looks at me with his eyebrows upturned when I take a sip. When I oblige, I see what he means. This is pretty calming. I can't say I've ever had chamomile tea, but I feel like that's not how it works. Let me take a quick drink of water. There was just a Cheeto there from my lunch a few minutes ago. I let out a deep sigh and I can feel my shoulders slump a bit. Hayes seems relieved that I've approved. He takes it as permission to sit and take the seat next to me. Oh, Hayes! Oh, Hayes, you beautiful bastard, I love you. Not as much as Mason, but you know what I mean. You know, I get anxious a lot. You probably guessed that though, huh? Some things help me out, like the tea. But I think the thing that helps me the most is being a cat. I know that must sound pretty stupid, but it's nice to have somewhere to go. I like that I can curl up in a tiny corner and nothing is expecting of me. It helps me a lot. So that does sound stupid. But that's what we mean when we aren't mad about it. No, I think I get what you're saying. I don't agree, but I get it. Thanks. He doesn't seem to know what to say. He's just sort of staring down at the table and picking pieces off the paper napkin in front of him. Okay. I get it for someone like him. Does that mean I should give him space? He's definitely right about the tea, that's for sure. He probably should have poured some for himself. Heck, he should have an IV of it. He seems so on edge all the time, but what about the others? Do they get something out of this too? Bitch, they said they do. Man, Avery is such an awful person. Esteemed patrons, may I have your attention, please? Especially you, Avery. Where is her voice even coming from? Down here, kiddo. I look down and... Bitch! Yes! I love it so much! And your jelly donut? It's me, a real-life internet sensation! You're so surprised, you just see the look on your face right now. Wow, so you really capitalized on this curse, huh? I just started making videos as a way to have fun with the situation. Who knew it would make me a celebrity? I'll give you my autograph later if you like. No, I'm fine. She gives me She gives me like a playful pat and then gives me a wink. You're so starstruck. I am not. You so are. I bet you spend a lot of time on the internet. I bet you know all about me. No. You're blushing. Why would I be blushing about a cat? Oh, cut the shtick, both of you. Rhys saunters up, serving platter in hand. He nudges Finley aside with his foot, scooting her a good distance from the table. Rude. Are you over your temper tantrum? Are you over your temper tantrum, Avery? Well, I almost was, but then you had to come in here and call it a temper tantrum. No sense of humor, just like I said. He reaches over my shoulder and sits down the plate of pancakes in front of me. Finley, go change back. I don't want your dirty feet on the table. God, I'm gonna sneak nip into your clothes next time you're on cat detail. Despite her threat, Finley saunters off, tail flicking into the break room. She returns a moment later and flops down in the seat across from me, but not before grabbing another stack of pancakes from Rhys. She is already digging into her food when Mason comes from the kitchen and takes her usual seat. Landry follows close behind her with another tray of pancakes, and the rest of the table pounces on their breakfast prey. How are you feeling, Avery? Better, I guess. I'm glad to hear it. We didn't mean to spring this on you, but I think we all forgot how confusing it all was at the start. I know I assumed you already knew what was happening. So am I the only stupid asshole who didn't read the contract? Did it say like, hey, I'm gonna turn you into a cat or something? Not in so many words, at least. But of course we all read it, right? Wow, the varying degrees of sheepishness going around this table right now. Nope. I didn't really understand the safe zones talk and things. I thought it was about safety protocol, but I didn't ask. Hayes shrugs and looks intently at the maple syrup pulled at his plate, which I'm choosing to interpret as a no. I skimmed it? I got the potential for great power, but at a price part, but the specifics. Oh my god. Oh my god, all of you! No wonder I'm the one in charge here. The point is, Avery, we don't want you to feel like you're alone. We've tried finding out more about it, but we all hit dead ends. Yeah, you can't exactly wiki how to cure a cat curse. Well, you can, but the results are, well, they're from the internet. Why didn't you just ask him? Oh yeah, I did, but he said something like, we are but actors on the stage of life. We are but actors on the stage of life, and we have been cast in the drama of this cafe. That sounds like something he would say. And you bought that? But everyone just sort of nods and agrees with Rhys. Wow. But we're all in this together. We're like teammates now, and we can figure it out with or without Graves. Yeah, you're right. We can do this. I raise my fork, pancake still attached to it like a musketeer giving a salute. I get varying nods and murmurs of agreement, but nobody follows my example. I thought we could have made this a thing. What we need to figure out first is crowd management. Jelly donut days are rough and we need to be ready. I think I should spend some time with Mason. To help her in the kitchen, of course. Hayes too. I'm okay with that. We might need you both to come out to help us from time to time too. We can't spare anyone besides Finley for cat detail today. You know how these days go. No cat breaks. Sorry, Hayes. I know. Avery, we'll be the main two covering the floor. Hayes and Rhys will be out from time to time if we really get swamped, and Graves should be out later to— oh my god, English, Jesus Christ. Avery will be the main two covering the floor. Hayes and Rhys will be out from time to time if we get really swamped, and Graves should be by later to help us out. It might be a bit hectic, so I hope you're ready. This sounds exciting. I bet this place is fun when it's busy. Yeah! Some of the people who come by are so cute. Just wait until you see the kids. This little girl had a jelly donut shirt she made herself. Oh, that's so cute. I think you'd look cute in a jelly donut shirt too. Are you trying to get me to join your fan club or something? I don't have one, but if you want to manage it. No, that's, your loss. Mason, are you ready? This is gonna be a long day for you. I like a challenge. Bitch, accepted. Ugh, I love it. Now finish eating so we can go back to work. Yes, ma'am. Reese shovels one last pancake into his mouth, and without even finishing chewing, he grabs his plate and hurries after Mason. Hayes at least manages some grace in his exit. I better go get ready too. My public awaits. Finley hands me her plate, then dramatically flicks her hair away from her face like a starlet in a photo shoot. She disappears into the back as well. Alright, Avery, drink your coffee because it's time to get energetic. Yeah. Good, because if you look outside the cafe and around the corner... Oh, man, is, that why there were so many people up front? Yep. I better chug this coffee then. Well, better get pumped! And oh boy, did it become busy fast. There was a crowd of people as soon as we opened the door, and they're all clamoring to see the internet sensation Jelly Donut. They pour in like a leak in a ship's hole. Goddamn. They pour in like a leak in a ship's hull. Landry tells me that sometimes we have to cap the number of people allowed in the time, but it's not that bad yet. Hopefully the numbers stay down until Graves gets back. We'll need the crowd control in the afternoon. Where the heck is he anyway? I'm sure he has a lot to deal with. There's a lot more managing a restaurant than what goes on inside, I'm sure. He always comes to help us. He always comes to help out sooner or later. I'm having a lot of trouble picturing Graves waiting tables. Maybe he wears that uniform Reese is so obsessed with. I'm gonna take another drink of water. Okay, I don't have time to sit here daydreaming about that. There are tables to wait. Boy, are there a lot of orders for donuts and coffee today. I didn't even know that was on the menu. I guess it's pretty on point to offer donuts on a day where Jelly Donut is in the cafe, but somehow I hadn't expected it. I don't see them in the pastry case. Maybe they're still in the back? I better go check. Hey, Mason, are there donuts back here? Oh, yeah, there are. A whole sack of them, and they're still warm. Oh, are those cakey donuts? They're so good too. I shouldn't be hungry after such a big breakfast, but they look amazing. The coast is clear. I don't see Mason. Hayes and Reese aren't even in the room. I could just... Just one donut wouldn't hurt, right? I reach out my hand and feel another hand on my shoulder. I freeze. I can feel her lean in. Great, I made a wonderful choice here. I wanna say, I don't know if this is a dating sim, but if it is, I'm going for Mason. Mason is bae, and I want her to apparently have my litter. I can feel her lean in real close so I could feel her hair brush the side of my face. Gonna pay for that? Oh, so sorry, I don't steal from my kitchen. She says it in a low, calm voice, but I will never ever think about it again. I will think about it all the time. So sorry, I won't do it again. You're right, you won't. She ruffles my hair and is gone as quickly as she appeared. I pity anyone that ends up on her bad side. Hopefully I'm not one of them. Now, stop wasting time. It's busy out there. Right. Mason dumps the tray of plates in my hand and shoos me out of the kitchen. I bring the plates to the respective tables. I'm getting really good at this waitstaff stuff. Oh, thank goodness you're back, Avery. We're so swamped. Avery to the rescue. This is still a bit much. It's like we're under a waterfall of people who want to see Jelly Donut or something like that. I don't know. I'm too busy to think of a good metaphor. Finley's loving it though. Look at her just mug for the camera. There they go again. Someone else is trying to put a donut on her head. Excuse me, please read the rules. We can't let customers bring food to the cat play area. Fine, whatever. Jeez. You see something on the internet and you think it's okay to do it in real life? Some people. Someone better talk to that kid about these bad habits she's encouraging in people. The offending customer has already vanished back to his table, but now there are 3 people who've taken this place. We need more babysitters. One at a time, please. No flash photography. Oh, thank goodness. Reese and Hayes are back to help to corral the crowds. Reese has taken a spot at the door as the world's tiniest bouncer, rude, and Hayes is taking someone's order. Which reminds me, I better get back to work too. I'm trying so hard not to think about the plot of this, but like, none of them read the fine print on the contract, right? About them becoming cats. So why did they all assume that Avery would know? Why would did Graves tell them they were going to become a cat? Is that the plot line that's missing, the plot hole? I don't know. We're in the final stretch, but dang, is this exhausting. My pockets are bursting with tips, but that's not much consolation if I feel like I'm never going to leave this place. I could really use a break. Hey, yourself. Hi. What's she doing out here? Does she need a break too? I suppose I shouldn't be selfish. I'm not the only one working my butt up here. Get in here. It's not a request so much as a command. Aye, aye, Captain. I better go see what's up. Did some kind of baking bomb go off in here? We're all taking turns busting tables, but this crowd hasn't left much time to deal with dishes and cooking utensils. I need your help. And here I thought you didn't trust me in the kitchen. I don't, smartass. I need coffee. Yeah, me too. No. We're low on beans. Get them from the basement right around the corner. I'm swamped. Oh, duh. Yeah, of course. Just a sec. I'll get them. I'll get them. I've never been in the basement before. It's probably not a great idea to get someone to help me out, but dark spaces kind of creep me out. This is a restaurant, not a haunted house, and I'm not a scaredy cat. I should be fine. Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Is that a crystal? Is that a chest? That's like a loot chest. This is a... Oh, more crystals. Are these minis or are they bones? I know. Oh man. Did you see my The Office stare at the camera? Let's see. Alright, is that a cauldron? I don't know. Let's find out. Holy crap, Graves. I try to give you the benefit of the doubt and this happens. This isn't a restaurant storehouse. This is a Halloween surplus store. Is that... It is. It's a... Curio. Full of model skeleton. What the fuck is a curio? Curio. Is that even English? I feel like it's not, but it probably is. Apparently, a curio is a brand. It's a curio collection by Hilton. Is an upscale hotel brand within the Hilton's portfolio. Oh, is it like curious? Curio? Let's see. Does Merriam-Webster give you a... Yep, it does.
Curio.
I'm not wrong. A curio full of model skeletons? What the hell? What's he got padlocked in the cabinet? Do I want to know? Yikes, I better get out of here and go back upstairs quickly before I get attacked by a giant toad or something. I find a giant bag of unground coffee beans that I'm sure I can just barely lift myself, but more interesting is the book that's resting on top of it. Well, it's worn leather cover embossed with silver swirls in the shape of a cat. It looks like a spell book or something. It's probably Graves' diary. I'm so curious. It wouldn't hurt to take a little peek, right? What the heck? I don't get this at all. Is it all written in code or something? This is all nonsense. Wait a second. Why is my name in here? Ew, is Graves writing about me in his diary? Avery! Oh, she sounds mad. Now is not a good time to start reading. The book is real tiny and it fits just right in my hoodie. I'm gonna look through this when I get home. Bitch! How rude. I agree wholly. I agree 100%. The cat thing, by the way, Sonic, I don't know if you were here for it, but the cat thing, absolutely in that contract. 100% in the contract. And apparently, no one else really understood what it said in the contract either. Those who read it, at least. It's probably nothing, but after seeing my name in it, how could I resist taking it home for a better look? I'll bring it back before anyone notices it's gone. Okay, but seriously, I should leave before a crow lands in my hair or something. I heft the coffee bag in my arms and trundle up. I don't think trundle is a word. Trundle up the stairs back to the kitchen. Ah, the light of day. It was way too quiet in that basement. I barely get the door open when I hear a muffled noise from the dining room and clanging of pots and pans in the kitchen. Get lost. Took you long enough. Sorry, I don't know my way around down there yet. Creepy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad you said it. It gave me the chills. I like it. And I like you, Mason, so that means I like it too. Somehow, I'm not surprised. Thanks. Now, get back to work. Okay. Anytime. The whirring of the coffee grinder starts immediately after I start talking. This conversation is probably over. I hate Avery so much. Better get out there and see what's going on. It looks like the crowd has dissipated. I also don't see Finley, Jelly Donut anywhere. I guess even her energy has its limits, huh? Hey, cutie, how about some coffee? I had a real busy day at work. Oh, there she is. Oh, Finley. Wow, she looks worn out. I bet that does take a lot out of you. Wait, cutie? Dang, is she just being friendly or making a move? Bitch. No? One coffee coming right up because I'm not a cunt. There we go. One coffee coming right up. You want me to put anything in it? Oh, you sweetheart. Skim milk and 2 sugars, please. You got it. I fetch her a cup of coffee just the way she likes it. Once I make it back, I catch her looking at her phone. The cafe got some real good comments today. We should see a nice boost in traffic from this. So, is this what you mean by social media expert or whatever? Yep. I run the company message boards and all those other accounts. Jelly Donut was something I started doing to get more cafe traffic. Sorry, there is just like a bird's amount of seagulls like flying in front of my window right now, or like in the sky past my home. Alright, it's very distracting. I didn't expect it to get so big. It's actually a lot of fun. You should join me when you start transforming too. I could use a sidekick. Oh, yeah. I'd forgot about that until just now. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to help. Here, come sit with me a sec. It's quiet enough that Landry can take care of the remaining stragglers, so it should be fine if we sit a moment or two. Really though, it's gonna be fine. We all stick together here and you're part of the family now. Got it? You have sprinkles in your hair. Oh. She reaches up and finds a treasure trove of sugar sticking to her bangs. So I do. I mean it though. Got it? Yeah, thanks. Any room for another at the table? Huh. Guess there weren't too many left after all. I glanced downstairs and it looks like he's already locked the door. Always. Landry scoots a chair next to Finley. I guess the cafe's closed now. I expect you all won't spend too much time lollygagging. We have cleanup to do? Jeez, Dad. Lollygagging? Really? I don't know. It was the first word that came to mind. Reese, why don't you sit with us too? We could all use a break. I suppose so. Where are Hayes and Mason? Oh, you know Mason. She's probably already gone. She doesn't stick around after shifts to help with the cleanup? Bitch, she cooks you clean. That's how it works, Avery. God, you must have been such an awful child. She gets here earlier than any of us for prep, so it's only fair she leaves early. Besides, I think she has something she does after work. What, as a cat? Hey, don't judge. I wonder what kind of cat she is anyway. It feels kind of rude to think that, but you know what they say about curiosity in cats. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your dirty mouth. God damn it. I hate that these words have to come out of my mouth. I hate it so much. I should see if she's here to thank her for her work. I'll be right back. Tell Hayes to come join us if you see him. You got it. Wow, the kitchen is pretty clean already. Was Mason that quick? Mason is bae. Oh, there she is. I caught her before she could go. Mason! What? Oh, you really busted your butt today. Thank you. Me flirting though. It's my job. She's already got one foot out the door. She seems irritated that I interrupted her. On one hand, she is a strong, independent woman that doesn't need anybody. On the other hand, I want to put the offer out there. Ah, God. Have a good night. I want you to have a good night, but also, I want to get to know you more, so we're gonna offer. So do I, Sonic Blades. So do I. I also hate that they can't make any non-cringy cat. I hope they improve, because the cat art, on point. Cat puns, awful. Do you want me to walk you home? I regret it instantly. I should have saved before that decision. Oh, God. Mason gives a sharp, snortable laugh. You think I'm gonna get chased or something? Stray dogs are gonna come get me? No, I thought it'd be nice. We could talk and stuff? We're talking now. I guess so, huh? Well, where are you going? Do you live near here? Don't we all? Yeah. Is that all? Well, I guess so. Good night, Mason. Yeah. She disappears around the corner, but a second later, I catch a glimpse of a lanky orange cat with a crooked tail. Maybe that's her. God, perception score of like a 0, Avery. I honestly cannot even with you right now. It looks like she's heading in the same direction as my apartment. I wonder if we're neighbors. It's not your apartment, asshole. It's Aunt Wendy's. Probably not. That's kind of silly to assume. When I get back to the kitchen, I hear the sink running. It looks like Hayes is doing the rest of the dishes. Why doesn't he come out with a... Oh my god. Why doesn't... Oh my fuck. Jesus, I already forgot what it said. Why doesn't he come out with the others? Poor boy deserves a break as much as the rest of us. If everybody is a family like Finley said, he should be part of it too. Bet she's been here longer than you have. I also like Hayes, but I want to be friends with Hayes. I don't want to get to know him. But I also want to make him feel more comfortable. This is my dilemma, and this is why people think I flirt with them all the time. Because I know a lot of introverted people, and I'm always like, I just want you to be comfortable and happy. So I will try to make you feel comfortable and happy by only being slowly working you up into having interactions with more than one person. So this is something I would do. I would help Hayes out because that's what I do. I like helping people. God damn it. If we're doing this with me, I have to help Hayes with dishes. I guess we could do this real quick though. Hey, let me help with that. You can't do all those yourself. You don't have to. Yeah, I do, or I'm gonna feel bad leaving you in here by yourself. I like it that way. Too bad, because I'm here. He turns the sink back on and looks away from me. I guess it was a little forceful. He's acting like I scolded him. We do the dishes together quickly. Nope, quietly. He washes, I dry. This is really awkward. So... Hayes looks startled, like I just shouted at him. I was only trying to break the silence, but maybe I should have had a good follow-up. You've been working here long? Nailed it. I suppose so. How long is that? 2 months. I get more blood from a stone. I like that saying. I'm gonna integrate that one into my own vocab. I'd get more blood from a stone. Should I leave him alone after all? That's cool. Yeah. And that's it, huh? Awkward. We finish up the dishes without much else in the way of talking. Great. Alright, I'm gonna go back out and sit with the others for a bit. You coming? Sure. We both head out quietly. I grab a cup of coffee on my way to the back to the cafe. He slips upstairs, probably to get a cup of much better coffee. I head back upstairs, coffee in hand, and return to my seat. Hayes follows shortly after and sits in the table next to us. I reach out and drag his table a little closer to ours. We all sit and talk over coffee for a while. We divide the tips, careful to leave a separate stack for Mason when she gets in tomorrow. It's getting pretty dark. I should get going soon. I say goodbye to everybody and head out. They're all saying, I thought that said latte and I was about to lose my shit. Late again. I can understand that. Of course they'd want to be human for as long as possible. I'm going to enjoy this while I can. The gravity of the situation weighs on me as soon as I head out the door. Oh yeah, you're probably gonna get another whisker. That's a good point. Let me just real quickly arrange this, as I feel like leaning back in my chair. What the hell am I gonna do once I start turning into a cat? How could I explain that? Nobody would believe me. Meow. And the thought flies out of my head. The black cat with the odd eyes is back. It sits in the middle of the road. Something dangles from its mouth, but I can't tell what. Quit it, Graves. I know that's you. The black cat stares back at me impassively. Playing dumb isn't gonna work. The black cat flops onto the pavement and splays out its legs. It's not even looking at me. Maybe I'm off on this hot tip after all. I guess sometimes a cat is just a cat. Everything's getting to me. All the more reason to go home and get to sleep. I'm almost home now. I should figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner. Ah! Something just hit my back. God damn it. Get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off! Wait. It's gone. I see the black cat at my feet. What the hell? Damn it, Graves. I don't care if this cat is Graves or not. I'm calling it that until I'm proven wrong. Meow. The cat trots off somewhere. Is it just me, or did that just sound like someone saying the word meow? Worse than that, it sounded kind of small. Meow. Is what it really was. Graves. Maybe it's not him. Maybe I just smell like cat and track other cats now. I better get home before I'm jumped by more strays. I run the rest of the way home and slam the door behind me. I can't take this. If my hair wasn't already white, it'd be turning that way. I've already forgotten the voice I gave Mochi. You're late. You're late. You're late. You're late. God, there's already so many characters. I don't have that much range in my voice. You're late. You're late. You're late. Meow. You're late. You're late. Who said that? I look down. Mochi's fat face is looking up at me. Oh, no, 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 no. No. I'm not doing this. I dump some kibble in Mochi's bowl, then go to my room and close the door behind me. I shamble into my pajamas, but when I bundle up my hoodie, I feel a firm squish of bulge in the pocket. That's right! The book! Maybe something useful is in here? I start flipping through the book again. There's my name, and there's Hayes. Finley, Mason, Landry, and Reese. This must be a clue of some kind, but I don't know what it's supposed to say. All these words look like they've been written by birds hopping around in ink. Lol. I toss my... Maybe it has... Oh god, that would be... Excuse me, that would be beautiful. I toss my hoodie on the floor and get to work. Maybe I can decipher it? Yeah, lol. You, Avery, you're gonna be able to decipher it. Mr. IQ of, like, 2. Or Miss IQ of 2. If I hold the book upside down... No. Is there a cipher? Nope. I don't know why I bothered looking. Of course it wouldn't be that easy. I try for another 20 minutes or so, but it's useless. I give up. Frustrated, I drop the book, it hits my hoodie and ungracefully tumbles over. I shuffle them away with my foot, and something tumbles out. What is that? It looks like it fell out of the hood. A bookmark? Did I leave that there? Why would I put anything there? I pick it up. Looks like some weird holographic center. It looks kind of pretty. I should bring it back to the cafe tomorrow with the stupid book. I go tuck the bookmark into it for safekeeping, but... Hold up. I can read with this. I don't know how I got there, but it's the key to reading. What if it's Graves, like, evil twin brother or, like, good twin brother? What if it's, like... I don't know. I don't know what Graves' game is here. I don't understand what's happening. I have a lot of questions, and I feel like none of them are going to be answered. I feel like the plot holes will be real with this story. I can read it with this. I don't know how it got there, but it's the key to reading the book. The Hallowed Covenant of Witchery. Well, that is a promising start. What? Reese did say something about witches the other day. This might be a good lead to whatever's going on. I settle in with the book and start from the beginning. Oh yeah, you're probably gonna get like 3 pages in before you fall asleep, you lazy cunt. I've been doing this for days now. I wake up, go to work, come home, lose myself in the grimoire, and barely make it to bed right before the sun comes back up. Lather, rinse, repeat. Listen to me. I'm calling the thing a grimoire now. I can't stop reading the dang book, or mumbling to myself, I guess. But seriously, there's all this stuff about witches, covens, powers. I've never seen anything like it, like you've ever picked up a book in your life, Avery. Sometimes I don't even understand the words on the page, but they make me feel strange when I read. Powerful, I guess? Like, if I keep going, they'll suddenly click into place and I'll learn something unknowable. Like how to turn people into cats. It's getting to me, though. I feel haggard and my coworkers have pointed it out. I'm getting some wicked bags under my eyes. I haven't told them about the book. I bet they think I'm just been up playing video games or something. Meow. What's up with you? You're so friendly lately. Since when do you sit in laps? They do say some witches get familiars. Nope. That's ridiculous. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm not becoming a witch. I've been trying some stuff in the book out though. Just a bit. God damn it, don't try anything in the book until you finish reading it, Avery. At the end, it's gonna be like, well, make sure never to try any of this. It's gonna be like the, what is it called at the end of the book? The, it's not the credits. In the back, it's gonna, like, in the footnotes, it's gonna be like, footnote number 1. Make sure to never try any of these out because bad things can happen, like you turn into a cat. I've been trying some of the stuff out in the book out though. Just a bit. You can't blame me for that. I can blame you for it all, Avery. Hear me out. But I think I managed to move a cola can with my... Oh my god. Maybe it was balanced weirdly or something and it fell on its own. But it felt like it worked. I've definitely been reading this gibberish book for too long. I should stretch my legs or something. Right, Mochi? Rawr. See, even Mochi agrees. He hates exercise. And he hates exercise. $20 only? For a manicure pedicure? $20? Bitch. That's expensive as hell. Let's see. Hey, it's actually pretty early. Reading a dusty tome all night actually reset my sleep schedule to a normal one. I'm gonna celebrate with some coffee, breakfast, and a nice walk. When did I become a coffee drinker anyway? It's not bad at all now that I've gotten used to it. The stuff I drink is actually a real shade of tan now. Almost. My palate is refining every day. I kind of just want a big old cheese Danish or something, too. There's that corner store down the road. I've been there for a lot of stuff and their breakfast pastries look real good. Do not cheat on Mason with some cheap corner store pastries. I could also just stop by the cafe. It's closed to customers today, but I bet someone's hanging around who could make me a nice fancy coffee or something. Just get some from work. You know what? Why waste my money when I can just get some coffee for free at the cafe? I'm still not real great on the water-coffee grounds ratio, but better I learn with myself than with customers, right? Last time I tried to make coffee was a disaster. It came out as this gross brown water. I really have to learn to do this right. How do you fuck up coffee? Huh, doesn't look like anybody's here yet. There are some lights on in the cafe and on the floor above, but I don't see anyone moving around inside. Maybe I was wrong about people coming here on their days off? Is it really just gonna be me hanging out at work like I have nothing better to do? Alright, I'll just go make some coffee, then figure out what else to do for the day. Luckily, I just got my key. I can unlock the door and let myself in. Even though there are no people, the cafe still feels busy with all these cats milling around. There goes Hash Browns, bossing around some other cats like usual. Now is making eyes at his own reflection on the floor. Kotick's in a cute little ball by the window. Marina and Ian are catching some sun. Aw, Junta has his paw around one of the other cats like they're spooning. Who is it? I peek closer to get a look and maybe a photo, but when I see the little seal point nose stick out, I pause. Is that Hayes? His ear flicks and one eye shoots open. It looks like he takes a moment to register what's happening, but once he does, his eyes dilate to the size of saucers. Avery! His tail posts up and he backs away from Junta at a surprising speed. He bumps into the wall and hops a solid 6 inches in the air in shock. Hayes, calm down. It's just me. Junta was crying a lot and that was just sort of... Oh, please don't make fun of me. Junta is one of the newest cats. He's a sweetheart stray we found wandering the streets, but he scares easily, so he gets clingy sometimes. Why would I do that? That was really sweet of you. Slowly I reach down and scratch Junta's behind the ears. He's confused by all the commotion, but doesn't seem too stressed about it. But you're so thoughtful about the cats. It's great. Oh, I guess so, thanks. I'm jealous, actually. I wish I could sleep in the pile of cats. It is pretty nice. I completely forgot to do the voice. See, he seems to have calmed down a bit, thankfully. How about some coffee? I could go for a cup and I bet you could too. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to change back. Don't look, okay? You got it. Despite being around all these cursed cat people, I've never seen a transformation in progress. Maybe it's not something I'm supposed to see. Anyway, it's probably as rude and creepy as watching somebody get changed, so I'm not about to peek. Okay. Would you like a cappuccino? I'll go make us some coffee. That sounds great, thank you. Score! I don't have to mess with the coffee machine after all. I sink into my favorite spot on the big circle couch and take a big old sip of my coffee. I could sit here all day. Maybe I will. Oh! Avery, you're here early. Yeah, I thought I'd come see what everybody's doing. I've been cooped up in my house too long. Apartment, and it's not yours either. It's good to see you. I'll be doing some handiwork, but let me know if you need anything. Oh, don't worry about me. It sounds like you'll be busy enough. There's the door again. Hello. So, Avery, what breed are you? Do you know yet? Excuse me? Cat, I mean. Sorry, is it still a sensitive subject? No. Nothing's happened to me since the day I grew the whisker. I figured it'd take more time. That's so strange. I turned in about a week. Yeah, me too. Hay nods from the other couch. This wouldn't be the first time Avery's slow on the uptake. Were you just standing there waiting for a chance to say something like that? Of course not. He totally was. They're right though. Playing with the book totally made me forget about the curse. Why haven't I seen any changes since then? Well, I'm gonna go do some laundry. Let me know whenever you find out. I'm betting you'll be a silver tabby or something pretty like that. I hope the type of cat that I become is still a person. Reese rolls his eyes and flops down on the long row seats to the side of the cafe. He settles in with a spiral-bound sketchbook. Finley picks up a large bag and trundles back. Trundle is not a word! I don't think that's a- oh, we're Googling it. I was gonna let it go. Apparently, League of Legends character. To cause a circular object to roll along, roll. To convey or move a wagon, cart, or wheeled vehicle, wheel. To roll along, to move or run with a wheel or wheels, to travel, all of these have to do with wheels. I knew it. I knew they were using it incorrectly. Alright, here we go. And trundles towards towards the stairs. Is there a laundry machine up there? Yeah, in Graves' apartment. He lets us do laundry there for free. Wait, Graves lives here? Yeah, duh. The third floor is his apartment. Shouldn't we see him like all the time? He's basically a ghost as is. He's usually out until really late at night and leaves pretty early in the morning. I don't think he sleeps. I bet he sleeps in the fancy coffin. Haha, I just mean he's real busy. He takes care of all the administrative stuff for the cafe after all. Well, I better get to work. The ramp isn't in the build itself after all. Landry gives me a little wave, then disappears into the back. He's back a few minutes later with hands full of lumber and a roll of carpet. So that's why the stuff was in the basement. Sorry, it might get a bit noisy in here. That's no problem with me. I suppose if you must. Landry and Reese go back to work. A few minutes later, I hear Finley. I peek up at the balcony and she's fiddling with a laptop or something. Everybody seems to be keeping themselves busy. Maybe I should help one of them. But on the other hand, I'm not getting paid for it, so... okay. On one hand, I really want to know what Blast Zone is. And I would find out with Finley. I don't really care to do anything with Landry. He's just like a big sheepdog who will always love you. it wouldn't hurt to continue to get along with Reese. But if I stay put, can I wait for Mason to pop in? That's the real question. Let's stay put. I don't feel terribly inclined to go to any of them. I'm gonna stay here and finish this delicious coffee before I do anything. This is my day off after all. We all get caught up doing our own thing when I hear footsteps approach from the kitchen. Why, if it isn't the big boss himself. I need to take a drink of water before I try his voice. Holy shit. My wonderful cat herders. I see you've been keeping the place well while I've been gone. He looks over, but his gaze stops on me for just a second. He has a weird glimmer in his eyes that I can't really place. Ew. I'm on to you, buddy. I know you have something to do with that book. It can't have just been there because you're a collector or something. Heck, it has our names in it. I don't really understand those pages since the bookmark doesn't work on them, but still, it must be something fishy. Landry. Excellent work on the cat's equipment, as always. But I'm not done yet. Have you given me reason to doubt? I know you'll do a stellar job. We can talk about future designs soon. Sure thing, boss. Reese, I see you've been keeping your protege in line. Keep up the good work. Of course. Nothing gets past me. The eyes and talons of an eagle. Protege? Are they talking about me? Hayes, my sweet Hayes. Can I trouble you for some of your exquisite coffee? I'd be happy to. You're a treasure, as always. I hope you've been keeping well. Oh, well. Finley. Finley peeks over her head over the upstairs balcony to shout down, "Come on, just come downstairs." Present! Your videos are keeping me busy. We hit a whole new attendance record the other day. And 6 adoptions in 2 days. The home inspections never end. I'm sorry you have such a precious, adorable girl here to make your business work. You're my internet lifeline. You are my I have no head for such things. I bet he's been lost ever since telegrams went out of style. You're such a cunt, Avery. Goddamn. And Avery, he's real close now. I don't think I like it. He puts a hand on my shoulder and levels his gaze down to mine. The blue eye is so chilling. It's a real telltale heart situation. You've never read it. Go to hell. I'm on to you, Avery. What? You're the fastest learner we've had here yet. I forgot you're still new. I feel like he's not just talking about cafe work. Well, I've been doing a lot of studying. So you have. He lets go of my shoulder and turns away to the rest of the employees. He definitely wasn't talking about the cafe. He definitely knows something about that book. I'd ask him more, but maybe it's not a good idea in front of everybody else. I'll chase him down later when he's leaving or something. I have to get more information. Where's Mason? I wanted to see her today too. Me too. She hasn't been showing up as much on days off lately. Maybe she's found a comfy gig as an old cat lady or something. An old cat's lady. Haven't been put in your place in ages though. Yeah. When did you get here? You startled me. Mason, I'm so glad you're here, as am I. Hello, Mason. Still wearing that jacket, unfortunately. It wouldn't be the same if you didn't join us. As much as I adore your cooking, today I'd rather give you respite. Think I'm gonna cook on my day off? Huh. Of course not. This is why I will take the pleasure of providing you, my dear employees, with dinner today. But first, an announcement. He slips back into the kitchen for a moment. When he returns, he's holding a garment bag. No. You haven't even let me make the announcement. I know what this is. Absolutely not. For my more cooperative employees, then. With a surely practiced flourish, Graves unzips the garment bag and lets it fall to the floor. Oh no. No. Is that somehow both plaid and checkered flannel? I didn't even know you can make a suit out of that type of material. There's a sort of appalled silence from everybody. For someone who has such great style, I can't imagine. Reese looks personally offended. Mason just straight leaves. Oh my god, that's me in a nutshell. No appreciation for your new uniforms. And to think I had to make it in your size, Avery. Try it on, Avery! She's still shouting down from the balcony. I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to get any closer to that suit either. I'd rather wear a potato sack. And I went through such trouble to have it made. Check with us next time before you waste your time. 'Tis easier to beg forgiveness than ask permission, as they say. See, you knew we wouldn't agree to it. Well, I'll leave this here in case you all come to reason. Take some time to admire it. I'll be off for one last errand, but trust when I return, you'll all be treated to a wonderful meal. Until then, farewell. With that, he disappears into the kitchen. I'm going to follow him, just to see what happens when he leaves. I get to the kitchen in time to see him slip through the back door, but I'm sure I'm going to see that black cat. I just know it. I peek out the door as he leaves. He gets further away from the cafe, but I don't see him change, not even as he gets past the point where I know he's off cafe grounds. I guess the others already assumed he wasn't affected by the curse, but why? Does this prove he's the culprit? How else would he escape whatever it was that got in? Oh my god, everybody else. Although, to be fair, I can't use that as proof. After all, I also escaped the curse, and I sure as heck didn't cause it. Yeah, you did. You read the fucking book, Avery. God damn it. How stupid can you be? Why are you our main character? Why is our main character so stupid? At least, on the bright side, this isn't like a protagonist who knows all the answers immediately. But still, if he ex machina this, I'm just like, done with life. I guess ignorance is bliss? I don't know. This seems like as good a time as any to see if I can find out more about what's going on. Oh, no, go back. I peek back into the main cafe. Looks like everybody's back to whatever they were doing before. The newly arrived Mason has kicked up her feet on the couch and seems already to be dozing off. Me, though. Finley did say we have free access to Graves' apartment after all. I could go look and see what he's got hiding up there. I'm also kind of curious about what it looks like. But then again, if he was hiding something there, wouldn't somebody have noticed by now? Maybe he keeps all his magic stuff in that creepy basement. I wonder which would be better to search. I'm so curious about his apartment, but I feel like the basement would... we're going to go to the apartment. I know the basement is probably the better option of the two, but I really want to see his apartment. You know, I always got the chance to go into that creepy basement. I should take the opportunity while Graves is gone to root around his apartment a bit. I tiptoe past Finley on the second floor. Sure, she's going to say something to me about where I'm going, but she doesn't look up from the computer. Cute. Wow. It's a nice apartment. It's immaculate. This makes me feel embarrassed about the state of my apartment right now. Not your apartment, but whatever. He's probably showing off because he knows people come up here a lot. It's well designed too. I can make fun of the guy and all I want, but I have to admit he has a sense of style. Interior decorating wise at least. Heck, that cat castle looks downright regal. I wonder if Landry built that one. I don't see any cats in the apartment, but it would make sense that he'd have a setup for them, right? There's probably one in here somewhere. Ah, there we go. I see a single suspicious blue eye picking at me from inside the castle. Is that Graves? A cat peeks out. It is! That's not Graves. It's not. Oh, hey there. The cloudy eye belongs to a dark masked black bird that refuses to move, even though its gaze follows me everywhere I turn. Hey, buddy, it's okay. A sleek tail thumps in annoyance against the carpeted castle wall. I see you've met the great Countess Dracula. Shoot. I've been caught. Be cool, Avery. Play it cool. You name your cat Countess Dracula? Bitch, yes. Just Dracula. She's a venerable lady now, so she deserves our respect. She's nearly 19, so I hope you've been taking care of it with her. Graves leans forward and pats his hand on his leg. Slowly, Dracula pulls herself from the cat castle and hops down. She looks good for her age. She's a tad shy with new people, but she's great. We've been through a lot together. Graves sits on the couch and holds his hand in front of him with an almost unexpected gentleness. Come here, you sweet old lady. Dracula saunters a little bow-legged walk up to him and headbutts his palm. Hello, darling. I can hear her purring from here. I'm taken aback at how cute they are together. I don't think you'll find what you're looking for in here, but you're welcome to stay for a while regardless. I feel terrible that we haven't been able to chat since you started. I wasn't looking for anything. You're a terrible liar, you know. Alright, so maybe I was kind of curious. Aha. Well, I'm here now, so if you have any questions. How do you ask someone if they're a witch anyway? Hey, are you a witch? Seems a bit, I don't know about this. I know there's something weird about this cafe. Well, I'd be insulted if you said anything less about the cafe I design. I prefer weird. What do you think about this curse business? His eyes flicker a moment, cold and fiery, before he turns them back towards Dracula. We are all cursed in our own ways, Avery. There are some instances where you must be your own savior. I will if you won't help me. You're a strong one. A stupid one, also. I like that. Hell or high water, I'm gonna stick it to Graves and get this dumb curse lift for everybody. How about that? Well, I'd best be headed back now. Oh, I need to make a few rounds before I pick up dinner. You'll join us, won't you? Like I'm gonna pass up a free dinner. Huh, of course. He stands up from the couch and adds, and lightly ruffles my hair as he passes me. You're a sharp one, Avery. She is the exact opposite of that, Graves. I'm glad you've joined my employ. Well, you're keeping me busy, that's for sure. But he's already gone. How the heck did he leave so quick? I better get back downstairs. The others might be wondering if I fell asleep or something. I drift from person to person, helping everybody with what they're doing for a while, but eventually the urge takes over. I just want to play with the cats. Me, though. Shinsuke gets all... What? Get excited. Yep, that's what it says. Shinsuke gets all excited when I bust out the bell toy. Guess I'd be excited too. Ow! Owl gets messed up on the catnip toy. Same. Now is swatting at his own tail, but I think the tail might be winning. Valentine is rolling around, kicking at nothing in the air, seems to be having plenty of fun without me. Marina chases the feather with a string all the way up to the platform. Wish I had that much energy, don't we all? And then they start taking naps, and that seems... like a great idea. I'm assuming it's the end of that thought. Will someone please exhume Avery from that pile in the corner? Ah! I jump at the start. When did I fall asleep? Good morning, sleepyhead. Why is there garland on my head? In fact, I seem to be covered in cat toys. What the heck? Well, we tried to wake you with catnip? What is all this? Finley. What? I just put a mouse there to see if you'd wake up. And then you didn't, so I put another. And another. And another. I got some really cute pictures out of it. Oh my god. Don't put those on the blog. Why would I ever do that? I fling a catnip mouse at Finley as hard as I can. It ricochets off her head. Ha ha! Ow! Hey! Okay. They won't get put on the blog is what I assume that says. Yes. Good. Today. No? Finley, be nice. All of you, stop distracting from the matter at hand. Dinner has arrived. I thought you were actually gonna make dinner, not just order takeout. We usually order takeout on off days. It's nice to get a change of pace and try some of the other restaurants around here. And there are fewer dishes to wash. The cuisine de jour is brought to us by the Thai restaurant downtown. You also enjoy. Avery, I believe you'll be experiencing their splendor for the first time. What did you get? You didn't ask me what I wanted from the menu. I did, actually. You mumbled something about pad thai, then rolled over on top of a bunch of cat toys. Well, I mean, that's what I would have wanted anyway, so... I look over at the tables, and it looks like they've been pulled all together into one long row again. The takeout boxes pile up at the center of the table, and all the places have already been set. Bon appetit, my dear employees. And the pack descends on the takeout boxes. After some sorting, we all get settled with our respective food and we sit down for dinner. Graves takes a seat at the head of the table. Well, he claims it a name, but he's hardly sitting at all. When he's not flitting between us offering drinks, he's standing behind his chair telling a story in as grand a Graves gesture as you'd imagine. When I was in college, none of you would have recognized me. What? Did you take a break from your goth phase? You go grunge for a while? I would never break style. No, in fact, if anything, I suppose you could say I was more goth then. I had long black hair and wore such elaborate makeup. If anything, that sounds more on brand than you are right now. Why stop? You can't imagine how much time that took from my day. I have a business to run now, after all. Dad showed you a photo once. Dad showed me a photo once. The one with your bandmate? Who? The guy with the mohawk? I don't know how he got such a huge hawk. Yes. It was pure witchcraft, that hair. He's doing it on purpose, isn't he? With the witch jokes. Wait. You were in a band? Are you really surprised by that, Landry? Come on. Everybody was in a band in the 90s. I don't recall that stereotype, but yes, I was in fact in a band. I bet it was called like Masters of Night or something like that. No, Avery, it was not. I'd thank you to give me more credit than that. Nah, more like Nightly Nightshade. Oh, Dark Carousel. Great song. No. Or Sorrows of Blood? Et tu es? God. When did this game come out? Were they ahead of the curve of everybody saying et tu? You are all so cruel. You have to tell us the name or we'll keep going. I refuse to further enable this slander. It was... It was Spider Coven with an X. Reese. What? How do you spell spider with an X? God willpower. You're kidding me. They had a song that was called something like Rose Baptism. I only remember the parts that weren't in French, but no. It went something like, no, this is traitorous. My own pupil betrays me. Trapped with my own mind. Something in French. My will dissolves into blood. The soul's red run. Life is but a march toward death. Right, Graves? Graves isn't listening to us anymore. He's pacing around mumbling in agony. How do you know all this, Reese? Graves and my dad went to college together. Graves and my dad went to college together. He went to their shows. He met your mother at one of them too. Let's see. He met your mother at one of them, if I recall. You have me to thank for your very existence, my boy. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Cool. So, let's continue on with this. Oh, don't put it like that. Everybody's laughing and having a good time. Even Graves is being a good sport. This is nice. I wonder how long they've been working together. They're all like a big family. Literally, they told you. I can't even, Avery. Hayes has been working here for like 2 months. Reese, he's known for like ever since he was a child, probably. Finley, as long as she's been Jelly Donut, who you follow so much. I needed a second for that. God damn it, Avery. Graves is a little more charming than I thought. He knows how to work a crowd at least. I'm starting to get it. I get this is why nobody's all that mad at Graves, even though they're going through this weird nonsense. He's kind of like everybody's weird but benevolent uncle. We all chat over dinner, then coffee, and before I know it, the sun is totally gone. How long have we been doing this? Shoot, I better go home and feed Mochi before he throws a fit. He gets real passive-aggressive when he's fed late. It is quite late. I'll take care of all the dishes and sundries, so please relax and prepare yourselves to face the day tomorrow. Yeah, I guess we better all get going, huh? Later. Mason's already headed out the back. She barely even turns her head when she waves goodbye. Alright everybody, see you tomorrow! Boy, it got late. The streetlights are on, but I still sort of hate walking the back roads at night because they're kind of sparsely lit. I don't know why, but I feel a little like that's a bad idea tonight. I decided to take the other way home. It's a bit longer, but the store's lights are brighter once I get through this alley. Besides, it's pretty nice outside. There's a lot of rusty junk on this street. Did someone just dump their crappy old bike here? Rude. How long has that been there? It looks like it's been there around for years, but I don't remember seeing a messed up bike like that yesterday. I should be more observant. Yeah. Graves should complain about it to someone. It doesn't make the walk to the cafe look that good to customers. I can't shake this creepy feeling crawling up my spine. Oh my god. Why does everything I read have to take a creepy turn? I can't just read a visual novel that doesn't have a ghost in it, doesn't have some weird love monster in it, love devourer monster in it, or apparently oh no, I broke it, or whatever is about to happen here. I wonder if I have another one. It's a good question. But yeah, they're gonna be stuck with that music for a little bit while I look for this. Because the man has been unleashed. And whilst I do this real quick, I need to tie it, because I don't know if I have another Liga rubber band, hair tie, that's what you call it in English. Then I could use, there we go. All right. So hot, so warm. It's a quiet neighborhood. I've never felt this something. Something feels different, off, eerie. I haven't been getting much sleep lately. I could be imagining it. I don't know. All I know is I want to be home. Oh, hello, creepy. There's one other person on the street. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. What is he doing? This is a weird place to loiter. That's such a small town. Like, walking in an alley is already the creepiest thing one could possibly do in my mind. Is he lost? I should offer him directions as I get closer. He whips his head around and stares me down with an intense gravity, threatening to root me in place and allow the chill in my spine to sink in its claws. I sever eye contact and hurry on my way. Never mind, I shouldn't talk to him at all. Maybe I should have crossed the street to avoid this, because I seem to have his attention now. Out of the corner of my eye when I pass, I see his head move to follow me. I walk faster. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe making things up, but I'm not about to say that and find out what his deal is. Yikes. I feel like he's watching me, but I'm not going to... What? I am online though, right? I am online though. Yeah, I am online. That was weird. Huh. Okay. That was a weird Twitch little hiccup that happened there. I feel like he's watching me, but I'm not gonna look back to find out. I walk even faster. Yikes. Maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill here. Maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill here, but that was creepy. I'm gonna stick to the back streets after all. I better take care of Mochi before he jumps through the window and attacks me for food. I head upstairs and the rest of the night is pretty quiet. No more weirdos on the street, just the four-legged weirdo that lives in my apartment. But it turns out, if I'd stuck around, I would have seen the man continue on his way. I would have seen him take the back alley all the way to the cafe. I would have seen him stare in the window of the cafe for a long time, then up to the 3rd floor. I would have seen him leave a rusty handprint on the shutters of the building across the street. Graves pops in and out of the cafe like a stray cat over the next couple of weeks. Maybe I should just leave it there. Maybe let's just leave it on a cliffhanger, right? All right. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. You can never have just a nice easy day working at a cat cafe, can we? Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to be nice to each other. Don't forget to be compassionate. I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Oh, I need a goodbye screen is what I need. Bye.